Next up in our small batch brewing series is Cascade 2-row SMaSH. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to have the final tasting of my Cascade with 2-row SMaSH beer. A SMaSH beer is single malt, single hop. So this one is using Cascade as the hop, then 2-row as the malt. 2 pounds of 2-row, 0.39 ounces at 30 minutes, 0.29 at 5 minutes, then 0.32 ounces 3 days into fermentation. This one was bottled on 6/22, came in at 5.38%. I did this as a separate review at the very beginning. I had 4 of these, and then the next 2 I did side by side with Pilsner and Vienna. In this small batch series, what we're trying to do is just take a hop and use different grains, or different hops with different grains with different hops, same thing. Also, we've started making 2 hop beers, so maybe taking a single grain, putting hops, 2 different hops in there, and then maybe flipping them. So if your hop addition is hop A, then hop B, then hop A, what we would do is flip that and go hop B, hop A, hop B, just to see what flavors we can get out of there, and we'll keep on growing it. So this is the last bottle I have of this, so let's go ahead and open it. This is a new cap. This is using 2 carbonation drops from Cooper's or Mr. Beer. I set it over there again. Now, I did just get done doing the Pilsner version. I'm not going to do a side-by-side of these. It's the last ones I have. Let's just send them out on their own instead of lining them up. After 5 months, I don't think you're really going to get the full benefit of a side-by-side, because they're going to change. Different grains are going to change at different times, and I'm watching it bubble up where I don't think we're going to go over, but it's not at its peak. It's now on the downside, so a side-by-side I don't think is needed. So let's go ahead and get it in the glass, as we were going to go over. I'll tilt this one a little bit more. There we go. I am using the Mr. Beer fermenters, either the plastic 2-gallon one or the glass 1.5 gallon. I do fill up the beers directly from that, so I will get yeast, protein, hop matter in the beer, which I can see a lot in here. At the beginning, I was marking them which one was at the end, just so I could see how much trub was in there. But this one, I didn't do that. I think I stopped after batch 3 or batch 4, and this is probably batch 10 or 12. We do have a nice white head, small medium bubbles, about a half a finger color. I would say it's like a very light orangish yellow color. I wouldn't say it's golden. I do have particles, hop pieces, everything else floating in there. It is hazier. I don't think it's chill haze. Lots of bubbles coming up. I can make out the light box, but I can't see through it like I could the other. Let's go ahead and smell. A little sweet malt, but I think the citrus in this one sticks out more. Citrus piney sticks out a little bit more than that sweet malt. Maybe 2-row can hold up a little bit, since the SRM's a little bit darker. Where the pale malt, I believe, is going to go faster because there's not a lot there, where at least the 2-row is a little darker, so it could hold up maybe a month longer, if you want to say that. Yeah, I get a little citrus pine, then I get that sweet malt. So, yeah, I would say the hops have held on just a little bit longer in this. Maybe it's a little bit more balanced. Let's go ahead and taste. A little sweet malt at the front. a little floral, then like just piney bitterness through the rest. It's smoother though. It's smoother than the Pilsner version, which I can kind of see you're going to have a little bit more sugar in there. Or no, I think it's a little less. I can't see the thing. This one should have a little bit more sugar, yes. The other one finished at 5.39. This finished at 5.38. So technically you could say there's a little bit more sugar in this one. But I don't think it's enough to make it that smooth. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I do think this is the last one because I can also see stuff floating in there. It's just like, it kind of tastes old, like those flavors aren't popping. You're getting some of that pine bitterness in there, which I do not believe Cascade says that it should have pine. At least pine like this. It's okay, but you can tell it's aged. Would I finish drinking this? Probably if I had to, but I'm just going to dump it, actually. Overcarbed. I don't know if it just had to warm up, but I am getting more of that honey water in there, so the malt is taking over. It almost tastes like the malt's taking over more in this one. It is a heavier malt, a tiny bit higher in SRM, so I could see it coming through a little bit more than the Pilsner version. But yeah, still okay. It's probably one I would drink within the first couple months and not let sit. But that's why we're doing these. We're testing all these at month 1, month 2, month 3, 4, 5, how many ever we have, just to see how long they can go and what they taste like down the road. I would say most of the time if you're going to brew, especially an IPA or a session IPA, you're going to want to drink it in the first 3 months, and I think this shows why. So if you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.